Hello, and welcome to Nuts About Baseball, a podcast that will entertain you with discussions involving everything baseball. I'm your host, Joe Grimme, and I appreciate you joining me. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as I share my passion for the sport we call America's pastime. Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Nuts About Baseball. I am your host, Joe Grimme, and it is Monday morning, June 15th, 2026, and it is time for your Monday morning mop-up. I will talk about the Reds' previous week, a little bit about the season to date, and then what you have to look forward to this upcoming week and the following. Let's get right into it. What can I say? It was not a great week for the Cincinnati Reds. Let's recap each game. On Monday, the Reds lost to the San Diego Padres 6-2. Andrew Abbott threw 6 innings, gave up 4 hits and 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Relievers for the Reds blew it again. They gave up 5 runs in the 7th and the 8th innings to lose this game. On Tuesday, we did come back and we beat the Padres 5-3. Guess who was on the mound? Our ace, Chase Burns. 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, and 7 strikeouts. This one went into extras, and Sal Stewart hit a 2-run home run in the 11th inning to take the lead, and the Reds relievers actually held on to win this game. On Wednesday, we lose the series in the finale 5-4 to the Padres. Surprisingly, who I call batting practice Brady Singer, he had a good game. Threw 6 innings, only gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, and had 5 strikeouts. It was again the relievers that gave up 3 runs in the 8th and the 9th innings to blow this game as well. Thank goodness for all. We couldn't lose on Thursday because the Reds were off. We came home to play the Arizona Diamondbacks. On Friday night, we lost the first game 5-2. Nick Lodolo had a decent game. 5 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, and 5 strikeouts. Reliever Brock Burke gave up 3 runs in the 9th inning to blow this game. On Saturday, we did bounce back and we beat the Diamondbacks 2-1. Rhett Lauder had a great game, 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts. The Reds hitters only had 3 hits and struck out 10 times. And Sunday, to wrap up the week, the Reds lost to the Diamondbacks 5-3. Andrew Abbott did his best. He had a great game, 5 innings, only gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and seems like a reoccurring theme. The Reds relievers blew it again, giving up runs in the 8th and the 9th innings. We lose this game. All right, let's take a look at the overall standings. The Reds' record is 33-37. We are still in last place. We are 10.5 games back of the Milwaukee Brewers. The Reds are 2-8 in their last 10 games. Their run differential continues to be horrible, -58. All the other teams in the NL Central are in the positive. The Reds are second worst in all of Major League Baseball in this statistic. The Reds are 13-27 against teams that are 500 or better. Now, let's talk about who's hot. Well, I just did. Just kidding. There are a couple guys that are somewhat hot. The last 15 days, Noelvi Marte, since coming up from AAA, is hitting .308. He also has homered in the last 3 games, 3 solo shots. And Matt McLean, over the last 15 days, hitting .270, had 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. Literally, that's the end of my list of who's hot. Let's go to who's not. Well, you could just say the rest of the team, but let's just give you a few statistics to tell you how bad it's been lately. Over the last 15 days, J.J. Bleday, his batting average is .208. Eugenio Suarez, batting average of .200. Sal Stewart, batting average of .188. And Spencer Steers, batting average .179. Talk about the team overall season to date. Batting average, .229. While it is slowly trending upward, it is still third last in the National League. And when I say trending upward, let's be honest, it couldn't really get much worse. Strikeouts. The Reds have struck out 651 times in 70 games. That's 9.3 strikeouts per game, and that is the second most in the National League. The only bright spot, in my opinion, from the plate, they have 89 home runs, which is fourth in the National League out of 15 teams. On the mound, the team's ERA, 4.68. That is second worst in the National League. Opponent's batting average, 250. That's 10th in the National League. And the Reds pitchers have struck out 547 batters, and that is down near the bottom as well. That is 12th in the National League. That's a quick wrap-up of what's gone on since the beginning of the season and what you saw the past week or two.
Moto Federation is a DIY communal workspace and social lounge. We provide the tools, facility, and supplies for you to work on your own motorcycle. Beyond the workshop, we have a social lounge where members can meet to exchange ideas, share knowledge, attend workshops, and view product demonstration. We are a rider's facility dedicated to learning, teaching, and repairing and restoring motorcycles. We embrace all forms of motorcycling, from scooters to trikes and everything in between. Learn more at motofed.com.
Let's talk about what we have to hopefully look forward to this week. Today, Monday, we face the New York Mets. They come to town to play a 3-game series. Tonight's game starts at 7:10. You will see Tobias Myers, who is 0-1 with a 4.05 ERA, match up against Chase Burns. I always like our chances when Mr. Burns is on the mound, so let's hope we can start this series with a victory tonight. Tomorrow night, another 7:10 start. We will face Christian Scott, who is 2-0 this season with a 3.10 ERA. He will be faced by Brady Singer. And the final game will be played at 12:40 p.m., and that will feature Nolan McLean, 3-4 with a 4.01 ERA versus Nick Lodolo. The Reds are off on Thursday as they travel to New York to match up against the New York Yankees. Should be fun. The Yankees are in first place. They are 43-27, and they are 19-12 at home. The Friday night game will be a 7:05 start. The Saturday game will be a 1:35 start, and on Sunday they will play at the same time at 1:35. Well, the good news for the Reds is Aaron Judge is injured. That's bad news for baseball, but his fracture in his rib is, I think, slowly healing, as they say, but that's not an easy one to come back from. So we won't see him in the lineup, which should help our pitchers somewhat. All right, you want some more bad news? I'm sorry, but it's going to happen. After we come home from New York, we host the Milwaukee Brewers for the first time this year. The NL Central leading Milwaukee Brewers, by the way. And then we head to Pittsburgh to play the Pirates. And our record against the Pirates this year, 1-5. Let's be honest. This next month is going to fly by. We've played 70 games. We have 92 to go. Soon, everyone's going to be talking about the trade deadline at the end of July. Will the Reds be buyers or sellers? Quite frankly, the only buying I would do is at the plate. Our hitters are pathetic. The team overall is hitting .230 with runners in scoring position. In particular, Tyler Stevenson is hitting .199 with runners in scoring position. That's embarrassing. But like I've said in other episodes, we don't have much of an alternative. Jose Trevino, can't say that he's going to do much better. He's been hurt most of the year. P.J. Higgins, still a work in progress. Not enough major league experience to really say whether or not he's going to be successful. During the game yesterday, I just thought I'd bring this up because I've been down on him a lot, and I continue to be that way. I heard one of the announcers say that Will Benson is hitting .069 on curveballs, and that was right before he struck out on a curveball. I'm sorry, but that guy, he needs to give it up. He's not a major league baseball player. All right. The games lately have become somewhat comical. I've seen some posts on social media that say whenever the Reds take the lead, bet the opponent's money line. And sadly, I've done that a couple times and I've made money. In the end, we still have 92 games left. This season is far from over. Anything can happen. I think the starting pitching is going to be solid, just like I said at the beginning of the year. These relievers have to figure it out. I don't know what the answer is, but man, they have to turn it around because they're blowing too many games and we don't score enough runs. The hitting is a joke. If we don't score 5 runs, I don't think we ever have a chance. If you look at the games lately, we're not scoring 5 runs. We're scoring 2 and 3 and 2 and maybe 4. And unfortunately, that's not enough because our starters can't get deep into the game. It's usually 5, 6 innings at the most, maybe into the 7th. But the way our relievers are pitching, it doesn't matter. They're going to find a way to blow the game. So the hitting has to turn around and the relievers need to turn around. And maybe the Reds will be buyers near the trade deadline, but they've got a tough stretch of games coming up here. So I just don't know if it's going to happen. All right, fingers crossed, say a prayer. Let's hope the Reds have a good week against the Mets and the Yankees and then next week against some NL Central foes. Enjoy your week, enjoy the games, and go Reds. Until next time, I am Joe Grimme, and I am nuts about baseball.